We will be getting started at the top of the hour. My name is Tara Wilson, out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. I am a one-star director, a sapphire ring wearer, signifying that I make over $100,000 residually. But guess what, guys? These Gen Zers on the line today, they are on their way. And I am super excited about this panel that we have today. We have the amazing India Davis, and we have Deonte Weston. We have Miss Karina and Taja Brewer, and we're going to talk about some great stuff today. So if you are a guest on the line, go ahead and put in the chat who invited you, and go ahead and say thank you, because you're about to hear from some powerful Gen Zers to this afternoon. Super, super excited. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. We will be getting started at the top of the hour. We have approximately 3 minutes and counting. You definitely are in for a treat, and I am just excited. All right. Hi, Aunt Drea invited you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. And what I'm going to tell you a little bit about our panel. So we have Deonte. He says he is that guy. He is a 27-year-old making these major power moves. He just hit Silver Builder. Put some flames in the chat for that. And he's definitely laser focused. He started at 25 and he said, you know what? I'm never looking back. This is the right place to be. He's out of born in Memphis, but he's out of that Cashville, Nashville area. He is going to bring the smoke today because he truly believes in the hustle and has the heart of gold in terms of this business. Then we have Miss Taja Brewer. She's 23 years old, out of that Raleigh, North Carolina area. And let me tell you, she is a gold builder. Go ahead and put some flames in the chat for that. And guess what? She's working this business on the part-time basis. I want that to be key for you. She's working this business on the part-time basis, and she full-time, her plan A is in the property management field. And guess what? She loves helping people. But then guess what? We got another one. We got Miss India. I'm coming. Miss India is out of that Mobile, Alabama area. And let me tell you, she's bringing the smoke too. She's a stay-at-home mom and she's working this business on the part-time basis. She's a graduate student. Listen to that. A graduate student working this business on the part-time basis. She's getting her master's in business administration. She's been a serial entrepreneur since she was 17 years old. Guess what? She's that social media expert, and we're going to talk about a little bit of that. She's driven, dedicated, and let me tell you, she loves guiding and helping individuals to show them how to make this money. So I just want to say congratulations to all of my panelists. We are definitely in for a treat today. Super, super excited. And we have approximately 1 minute. So panelists, y'all get ready and let's bring the smoke this afternoon. Again, for those that are just joining, my name is Tara Wilson, out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. And we have approximately 30 seconds and we will get started. Go ahead and put in the chat if you're a guest on the line who actually invited you on this afternoon. And go ahead and tell them thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. Y'all ready to rock and roll? I'm gonna throw the first one to Miss India, right? India, go ahead and if anything else that I missed about your fabulous lifestyle, go ahead and put that. But the first question that I have for you, why did you take this journey to start in network marketing?
Oh, can y'all see and hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. You take it.
Great morning, great morning, great morning, everybody. Like Director Tara Wilson said, y'all, I am 24 years old, a stay-at-home mom. Was I ever imagining to be 24 and a stay-at-home mom? No, I was not. But because of this opportunity, I am allotted that and I get to work my business when I want to work my business and how I work my business. Now, what inspired me to join the network marketing industry? Y'all, can I say it was something about that compensation plan? Let's be honest. Let's get to the money. I like being honest and I like getting to the money. Y'all, the money, the compensation plan. Once you add those $4 up, because y'all should have seen the compensation plan up. When I saw that residual income, but what really made me stick and stay to get my pay is that legacy part of that business. I know when I hit 100 people in my team, I know that when I die, because we're all gonna die, y'all. Let's just be honest. We're all gonna leave this earth sooner than later. But I know when I leave this earth, my son will have to worry about everything else, but money won't be one. So that's what's making me stick and stay.
I love it. I love it, India. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know that you said something key. You're already thinking about leaving a legacy for your son. How powerful is that? You didn't say, I had my son, I don't know what I'm going to do. You put that hat on and you said, you know what? I'm going to go get my master's. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and create that legacy for my son. Y'all put some flames in the chat for that. And Deonte, what actually inspired you to join network marketing, the industry, as a Gen Zer? Like, what does that look like? What clicked for you?
What clicks for me is working for myself. It's just being able to come in, do work on my own time, work when I want to do it. Just basically doing what I want to do. Who want to work? I don't want to work for nobody else. I don't want nobody telling me what to do, being over my shoulder, telling me what to do. That's the point. That's what inspired me to just go forward, just keep moving forward, keep going, because I know I'm working on something. I'm finna get it. It's finna happen. That's all it's about to be. I'm finna go get it.
I love it. You know what, Deontay, you being a little modest right now, because when you told Tara, you told me, you was like, I don't like working for nobody. I will quit a job in a minute, but I know that I got this plan B right here that is going to bring in some income. Talk about that mindset a little bit in terms of a Gen Zer, because that's what y'all do. Y'all quickly to change up, move, and keep it moving with no fear. With no fear.
Yes,
Talk about
yes,
that.
looking at the fact that yes, I will let a job go like tomorrow, but I had to look at it at this business like, okay, I more so want to let myself go. I would rather work for myself than to work for someone else. So I would quit a job for somebody else, but quitting on myself is just a non-negotiable. I would never quit on myself. I'm putting myself first, and I'm working with the people that want to be helped, that will not quit on themselves. Just keep moving forward. That's the game plan. Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. And you know what, everyone on the line, that's key. Keep moving forward. Don't be complacent. Understand it's a whole world out here. This opportunity is helping so many lives. But you know what? I see Miss Karina on the line. And guess what? She is going to this question is for you, Karina. What are the qualities, unique qualities for a Gen Zer, right? To bring into this industry and to be so successful in it?
Thank you for that question. It was actually a really great question. I think one of the unique qualities for Gen Zers that we have at our hands is social media. We are amazing with social media. We know how to use it to our benefit. We go outside, we travel, we go out the country, and we post that. So what do people do? They naturally want to know where it is that we're at. They naturally want to know what it is that we're doing to get to where we're at. So for us, using social media as our benefit, I think it's something that we should bring into a business like this. Because it's like if you have something at your hand, right at your phone, we have a business in a box. Why not use that business in a box?
That makes sense. And you know what, Karina? You're 24 years old. You're talking about retiring early, right? And you're out of that VA area. But guess what? You're a travel business owner, but you're a full-time deputy treasurer of the city of Portsmouth. Talk about that a little bit. Like how does that work for a Gen Zer? Like you're over here having this government job, but you're saying, you know what? No, I see something in this opportunity. Expound on that a little bit more.
Yes. So I know that I don't want to have to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I want to have the option to where, okay, I do like my job, but I don't want to be stuck in a place where it's like, okay, I have to work this job. I want to work it because I desire to work it and not because I have to. And not to mention that I love to travel. So it's like I'm doing this. Yes, I have my 9 to 5, but if I have a business that's going to allow me to do what I enjoy doing, which is exploring the world, going out, meeting new people, experiencing these new cultures, I'm going to expand on that. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And Taja, you are up next. And the question for you is, why do you think the Gen Zers are gravitating towards network marketing more than any of the previous generations out there, the X's, the baby boomers, and so forth? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. I would say that Gen Zers are gearing more towards it just because they're able to write their success story. Like my previous sidelines business partner said, we don't like to be micromanaged or people telling us what to do. So we have an opportunity to where we write our own success story. And also too, we have that social media. We're on social media. We're doing those trends and meeting people from across the world. And I love to help people. So if I have an opportunity to give them and set them up for success and write their own success story, I'm going to do that.
I love it. And Taja, you said something key. The Gen Zers don't like to be micromanaged, right? So, in this business, talk about that a little bit. We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. Can you talk about the culture in terms of how this business is, in terms of, that key thing you were talking about, don't like to be micromanaged?
Yes, absolutely. Well, this business allows you to have levels of leadership, people who pour into you and want to see you succeed. They're not micromanaging you, but kind of guiding you through a business because if you haven't been in network marketing before, it's something new for you. So they want you to have that success story. So they're in there, they're helping you, they're guiding you, but they're not necessarily telling you what to do because it is your choice. But your actions reflect your income within this opportunity.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That was some great gems there. And then India, with network marketing, you've been an entrepreneur since you were 17 years old. What was that thing that clicked in your mind to say, you know what, I'm going after entrepreneurship. I am going to be that entrepreneur, but in spite of, you're still going to get your master's. So what changed your mindset from that perspective?
That's a good question because y'all, I have been an entrepreneur. I never wanted to go to work. Let's just stay there. I wanted to go to work because I knew it was something more for me in life. Granted, I went to college. I got my undergrad, and now I'm getting my master's. But I'm getting my master's in business, something I want to do, which I'm doing. I'm running my own travel business. I'm running my own businesses. I love business. I love business. But what was that click? I don't want to work for nobody. I would watch my mom. My mom she's a retired teacher of 25 years. I watched my mom go day in and day out tired. Kids are kids. Kids gonna kids regardless. She was a sixth grade middle school English teacher. I saw that and I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that she only got paid once a month. I didn't want that. I didn't want that limited income, but we have unlimited things that we want to do. I didn't want that lifestyle for myself because that's why I started my entrepreneurship journey so early because my parents believed in me and they're still believing in me because they let me do what I want to do in this business. But I didn't want to go to work for nobody. I didn't want to be there for nobody because I didn't, the same way they say you need to come to work, they say you don't need to come to work the next day. I didn't want that for myself. Y'all, jobs are inconsistent, right? Especially right now. If you got a good government job, I'm sorry. It's inconsistent. Y'all, it's so much going on in the world and in our life right now. Why would you not want to work for yourself? Y'all, people get fired left and right. I feel bad for the Department of Education because I need them too for my master's. But y'all, people are leaving their jobs. People are getting fired for things they have been doing for years. And I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to be that person that lived off that one income. I didn't want to be that. I didn't see that lifestyle for myself, and I still don't see it.
No, we're hearing from the Gen Zers today, and they are dropping some true gems they're dropping these gems. Drop some flames in the chat for that because she said something key. Basically, nobody's safe. Even the government employees, right? Nobody's safe. So, Karina, I'm gonna bring this question to you because you're in that government space, right? But, how do you stay motivated and consistent in the industry with that self-discipline? Self-discipline is key. So with you working for the city, we know what's happening. How do you stay motivated and really work your business as a Gen Zer?
So for me, to stay motivated, I like to check in with my business partners. If no one gives you any motivation, your business partners are going to give you that motivation. Not to mention, I also have to motivate myself because if nobody else motivates you, your business partners don't motivate you, you have to be able to motivate yourself. Also, I read. I like to say that before I started network marketing, I used to read like the nonfictions and all the fairy tales. But when I started network marketing, I started reading lifestyle books, which definitely changed your perspective. It changed your mindset to the point where it's like you don't need to, or you don't feel the need to go out and seek motivation from anybody else, because you'll read those books like, for example, You Owe You by Eric Thomas. And he says you have to live in your purpose. So it motivates you to, yeah, you may not be where you want to be right now, but walk as if you are. Act as if you are, work as if you are. And also to stay motivated, I'm a travel business owner. If all else fails, I'm just gonna go take a trip somewhere, 5 day quick little trip, hop on a cruise real quick.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And Deonte, what are some of the challenges that you face as a young man, young entrepreneur in network marketing, and how do you actually overcome that to stay motivated and drive your business to go and help as many people as you can?
I'm gonna say, sticking and staying, just being in a room. I'm gonna say being in a room is powerful. Like when my energy is down, I try to find a room in the city or out of the city. Just find a room. Once you get in the room, you just motivated, you pumped. You it's just like you low on gas, you go be free. It's gonna go up once you get in that room. Just also plug it in, staying plugged in, staying, like I said, staying in the room. That's the biggest ones. And the business partners, of course, staying around people like minded, motivated, not people who's talking down, just people who's talking high. Because I'm a high energy person. My energy is very high. I'm just telling you. So you come around me, your energy gonna be sky roof. So it's just
Absolutely.
like being in the room. Just being in the room. That's one of my biggest things, being in the room.
And it was something that you stated, right? You said sometimes you have to just take that moment. Everyone has to take that moment, regardless if you're Gen Z, Gen X, baby boomer, or whatever, millennial, what have you. You have to take that moment. But you said something key in terms of being plugged in, being around the culture, the individuals that have that are like-minded, that want to do the same things. And sometimes the Gen Zers, all of them don't have the sharp mindset that each and every one of you all have, right? So, in terms of what that looks like, that could be possibly a challenge, right, Deontay? But with that
Hmm.
challenge, how do you overcome that when you're talking to some of your friends that are in that same age bracket as you and trying to not necessarily convincing them, right? But that challenge in terms of understanding that, hey, such and such, or bruh, whatever y'all's lingo is, like, I have something for you. I want you to see it. So, what does that challenge look like in terms of, like, you're like, right? But we know that we move on. But I know for Gen Zers, right? Sometimes that's that challenge because you really want those people to win. What does that look like for a Gen Zer?
I'm gonna say because I don't like headaches. It's not a challenge for me. It's just like it was a at the first time. It was a at the first time because I really want this for the next person, but I can't want it more than you want it for yourself. So what I say is be the evidence. Be the evidence. Show them. This weekend, me going to Atlanta this weekend and get my pen, evidence. Just evidence. You see me. That's all I can do is just I can put you in front of it. I can put you in front of the evidence, the PS3. I picked your interest. I showed you the plan. It's just up to you to make the way to the business. It's just your way. You got to be the evidence. I'm just saying you can't make nobody do something they don't want to do.
I love it because you said something key is the we can't make you do it, right?
Yeah,
And that's powerful coming from a Gen Zer from the standpoint they have that mindset. Next, we're gonna keep moving. They doing it just like
and
if they don't, if something ain't working right, boom, to the next, right? So and the reason why I wanted to expound on that a little bit more, because we do have some individuals that are not Gen Zers on this line and they go through that, but they want to be stuck with that person that just doesn't want to move the needle. But y'all Gen Zers, y'all like, okay, I'm gonna come back and get you, holla deuces, and on to the next, right? So
I'm also say I'm also say what I love about this opportunity. And everybody said, this is not a begging business. It's not a begging business. So I'm not going to beg you to do something you don't want to do. All I can do is just put the information in front of you. You like it, you love it, just let me know. I'm here for you. I'm here. But I'm going to go to the next person and see, get them into them.
on to the next. I love it, Deontay.
Yes.
And Taja, I got one for you, sweetheart, Miss Beautiful. Okay, so this one is, what shifts do you think need to happen in network marketing to better serve and attract the younger generation?
Well, what shifts I would say would need to happen is letting people be their authentic self, letting them show where they are and meeting people where they're at, whether that be they're working or, and working this business. Um, you want to be able to show that you're flexible. So just being authentic and showing people the real you, because that is what is going to connect with another person. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, she's doing X, Y, and Z, and she's still working her business. Why can't I? So kind of like that mindset and showing people who you really are. Don't rely on any scripts or anything like that. Come from the heart. Come from what you want to present to that person, because everybody is different.
And Taja, you said something key, right? You said be authentic, be genuine, don't be a robot. I threw that one in there. In terms of being authentic, we do have scripts out here to help other individuals that may not be as comfortable, right? But as a Gen Zer, what tips would you give everyone that's on the line, right? When you talk about being authentic, yes, we have the scripts, but what does that look like? Give them a tip in terms of we have a blueprint of scripts, but how to be authentic with the scripts that you have.
So yeah, do you have to take well, I'm not saying don't use scripts, but make it your own. I love ChatGPT. I don't know if everybody on the line knows what that platform is, but listen, I take ChatGPT and I kind of note what I would say and kind of relate it to myself, and not necessarily, as you said, going based on a robot, but how do you talk to people on a day-to-day basis? That is how you want to carry through this business. Um, and just remember that they're connecting and doing business with you,
That
not with the script, not with your, I mean, of course they have the layers of leadership, but they're partnering with you. So you have to be your authentic self.
That is very good because if you're not your authentic self, and then they're going to kind of look at you a little bit sideways, right? So you have to be you because they need to know who they're partnering with and having that relationship and that trust to partner together. So that was great information. So, India, how do you respond to people who doubt or criticize network marketing?
Y'all know this is my favorite question.
Bring it.
Honest, let's be real raw and uncut. This is what y'all wanted. Do you criticize that job? Do you criticize that paycheck that you may get once or twice a month? So why would you criticize something you don't even know nothing about? You didn't even give it the opportunity to show the plan. You didn't even, we piqued your interest, but you said, oh, I don't want to do that. That's a scam. Well, that job is a scam because you're working hard for somebody else, but you're only getting paid very minimal. So I criticized them by throwing it back in their face. You want to throw this at me, talking about I'm a scammer, but what are you doing? These jobs are scamming you. So I just criticize them what they don't criticize. You know what they criticizing me with? I criticize them with what they lifestyle. You want to live this lavish lifestyle, but you're only working this one job. Y'all supplement that income so you can get that. Sometimes supplementing your income can take your plan B can outweigh your plan A. That's what a lot of things happen in this opportunity, but you don't give it the chance. You shut it down immediately. It's like a rocket going in the air and you shoot it down. No, give it a chance. You gave that job a chance. And can I be honest? Can I say so? You gave
Absolutely.
that man a chance. Y'all wasn't ready for that one.
Put some flame, some smoke in the chat for that one. No, you need to come back off of mute. So, India, you talked about that plan B, right?
Yes.
Can possibly and will, if you work this business to outweigh your plan A. Elaborate a little bit more on that because some people may not truly understand what that looks like or what that means.
Well, what does that mean? That means that, okay, you may get paid, let's say $15 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. Okay. Now let's go look at this opportunity. You have this opportunity where you can share the opportunity with somebody. That's $50. You already made $50 in what, 30 minutes rather than 15 an hour. Now everything starts to add up. You have that compensation plan where you have your matrix. 4 people. I mean, $4. Y'all, 2 people opens your matrix. That's $4. Y'all, $4. Imagine if you have 400 people. 400 people? That's $1,600 on the 10th of the month. That's residually. Now, what's your paycheck at the end of the month with that 40 hours? You see that? It outweighs it. Y'all, this is a game of numbers. You got to do the numbers, and the numbers got to make sense. And if you're not making sense with the numbers, that job not making sense.
There you go. There you go. That was some great information. Put some flames in the chat for that one. So, Karina, so what are some of the misconceptions that you've had about network marketing before joining the business, and how did it change your perspective now that you're in the business?
Okay, so if I'm being honest, I personally didn't really have any misconceptions. And the reason for that being is because so when I was in undergrad, I was around a lot of people who were in network marketing. So I kind of heard like the chatter, oh, you'll be able to build a community, you'll be able to be in rooms that you may not have been in before. And so once I started network marketing myself, those things that I was hearing began to reign true. I started to see that come to life. For example, India, Deonte, I didn't know them until I just met Deonte like 2 weeks ago. India, maybe like 2 months ago, but I didn't know that we have such a strong bond. And that's the community. We're there for one another. We be on calls for hours. And so it's a community. When they said that you'll be able to be in rooms that you never thought you'd be in, I've been able to shake hands with, meet with, receive motivation from, feedback from at least 3 millionaires since I've started network marketing. And again, that's not to say that I might not have ever met a millionaire a day in my life. However, in just 1 year, I've been able to meet three and receive motivation from them personally, face to face. Not like, oh, I'm watching them on the TV or I'm living vicariously through them, but I've been able to get feedback from them personally. So network marketing, no misconceptions for me. Everything was just kind of put into action and confirmed.
It was put into action and confirmed. So you were around some of those individuals that were the naysayers of network marketing, but because of
Yes.
your mindset, you made your own decision
Hmm.
to figure out if it was a misconception or what that reality is. And by you starting your business, the reality is you could touch, you could feel, you can go talk to, you could talk to
Exactly.
the millionaires and so forth and get that support that you need. I love it. So, Deonte, social media. How is social media playing a role in how the Gen Zs reshape network marketing?
Just being, I'm gonna say being consistent on the posting on your social medias. We're very consistent. We know how to create everything. I'm just say fix it up, twist it up a little bit, make it twist a little bit, make it pop. That's what we know how to do. And I feel like, as they say, the old heads come to us for the advice on how to do everything. Um, it have made a big difference. Like I'm just saying, content. Everybody want content, but we can go to a tree and the content you gonna think we in Dubai. Just making content and making it real. Making it real. Like you're here. We gotta make you come with us. Come join the journey.
I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna throw that question to India too, because India, I know I follow your page, and when I say it's like Coach India, da 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 da, like that, because I'm pretty sure both all of you all on the line, Taja, Karina, Deontay, you all are seeing a shift with your social media, and then you do social media, but then guess what? You take it offline, right? So can you elaborate on that more? Like you use the platform for social media because your social media is on fleek, right? But then you shift it and then you take it offline. So there's reshaping in the network industry because you all know how to peak the individuals online because we probably got some baby boomers on here, right? Or some people like Deontay said, because I'm one of them. I'm like, how do I do this, right? But what would you say to those individuals that are not really social media savvy, but you all see a play with the high tech, high touch, meaning social media, take it offline, but then it's also reshaping our industry.
So first, when you get on social media, you don't have to be a social media expert. Y'all, I have just honed in on social media because that's me, that's my day and age. But for the older ones, for the old heads, like we say, social media, be authentically yourself. That's the first and foremost. Don't try to do all these crazy edits, try to do all these flyers. No. Simple. I promise you, keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's all you have to do is keep it simple. But from there, social media, and we're changing the industry because we're reaching more people. Y'all, I had people reaching out to me in Africa just off a reel, off an Instagram reel that went to Facebook. It's reaching. Y'all, we use social media as a tool to peak. We're peaking people in different places. Y'all, I've peaked people in California. I'm in Alabama. You see what I'm saying? You have to use it as a platform to leverage. It's a leveraging tool. But when you get those people, you got the peak in the interest of the PS3. You have the peak. Show the plan. Get them offline. Get to know them, because obviously we don't know these people who are reaching us online. But you have to create that relationship. Soon as I get them in my DM or I DM them, y'all, I said, "What's your phone number?" I'm getting personal with them. I'm giving them my phone number because I'm saying, "Hey, this is me. I'm real. Let me see if you're real. We're both real. Let me show you this plan. Let me get you on a call. Let me send you a video from our app. Let me just get you in front of the room. If you're close to somewhere that has a meeting, get in the room." Like Deonte said, get in the room, get in the room, get in the room. Y'all have been preaching about getting in the room all week because Atlanta did something to me Tuesday. I don't know what it is, but just putting people in front of the information. Y'all, social media, we're reaching people that we've never reached before. We're not calling people. We don't have the phone book. We don't have the stuff that we used to have. But because of social media, we're reaching people. Y'all, if y'all need to go on my social media and steal a couple posts, y'all can. Y'all are more than welcome to. But I'm just saying, y'all, just be yourself and be true to who you are, but share the opportunity and do what you have to do. But people believe in you, and they're going to trust in you and partner with you before they trust and partner with the opportunity.
I love it. Thank you, India. And so, Taja, we know we talked a lot about social media leading with the Gen Zers, right? But what other things, or even you can elaborate on that, that's actually those trends that you all are seeing with network marketing? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. So some of the trends that we're seeing is, people telling their story, getting in front of the camera, going live, connecting with different people. And if you don't know how, we have YouTube University. You have platforms like ChatGPT that will write and let you know exactly what to say, and you can kind of shape it your way. But the shift is just people being themselves, and being consistent. As Deontay said, you have to post, you have to let people know what you're doing so that way you can get those people who are looking for an opportunity. People are looking for this opportunity, but you have to put yourself in front of them so that way they can connect with you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's all about being authentic and putting your information out there, being comfortable with going live. That's one of my weakest links, right? Is like I cannot stand, but that's the only way that they can hear my voice, see my energy, and go from there, and then take it offline, like you stated. So that was great nuggets. Karina, so what strategies have helped you, and any tips that you could give as a Gen Zer in terms of working your network marketing business, working this business and getting to the six figures residually?
So the tips that have helped me or that I would give out, ask questions. Don't feel like you have to know everything or that you have to do everything on your own. We always say this is a business for everybody. We're a community. We like to help each other. We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. So ask questions if you have those questions. I'm pretty sure everybody's willing to help. And if not, it's okay. There's somebody out there who is. Another tip I give is what they've already mentioned, plug in, get in front of the information, because the only way to get more familiar with the information, more comfortable with it, is to get yourself in the room, hear it repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. Look, it's going to be there because at the end of the day, you're going to see people and they're going to present it different ways. They're going to have different personalities with it. They're going to show you or demonstrate to you different ways that you may be able to present it to people. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to get there. Also, a good tip, get comfortable with having a conversation with people, because that's all this is just having a conversation. Don't feel as if you have to, as they said already, come off as if you're reading a script. Don't feel like you have to be monotone or be super businessy. Be yourself, be personable, have a normal conversation. Don't feel like you have to force it, because it's nothing to force.
I
Um,
love it. Yeah, that is good. It's nothing to be forced, right? That's the main thing is that we're not in the begging business. We're in the helping business, right? So what I want to do is I'm gonna go around the horn, right? Because we know it's Saturday and we have some other amazing opportunities that are coming up next. So for each and every one of you all, what would you say to that individual that's watching today and they've been watching you, or even those that are not watching you, but they're watching one of our business partners that are on the line that may be hesitant to jump into the industry, what advice would you give them to take that first step? Just that first step with the guarantees that we have in place. So I would like to start with Taja, then we'll go to Deonte, Karina, and then India close it out.
I would say start with your why. Are you looking for more income? Are you looking for that freedom? Are you looking for um more options in a sense? Start off with there. But don't be on the sidelines just watching. Come into the business, try it out for yourself, get your feet wet. Do the things that you need to do. You have that leadership. You have your sponsor who will help you and walk you through the business step by step. As we said before, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. So don't be afraid to step out on faith. And I feel like God's put things in front of us for a reason. And if you're seeing this and you're on the line tonight, you're here for a reason. So don't be in your own way. Get out of your own way and just start. What's the worst that can happen?
I love it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Karina?
Yes, I'd say, and just going back to our guarantees, 30 days money back guarantee. If you don't know now and go ahead, get started, you have 30 days, come out, test the business, see if this is for you. But when you come in for those 30 days, really go full force at it. You can't come in and just sit and be like, oh, well, this didn't work out for me. You didn't even give it a try. You didn't give it effort. Give it effort. And we know that it takes more than 30 days. So you have 11 additional months. And if you don't make or break even or make or earn, which you invested into the business, you'll have a check cut for the difference of that. But again, you have to come in and do what it takes to get where you want. So come in, test the business out. Don't sit on the sidelines and wait, because if you wait, you'll miss out on the opportunity.
I love it, Karina. That was very powerful there. And Deonte, last words.
I would say there's no better time to get started than now. I would say don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow's not promised. I'm gonna also say just keep looking forward, don't look backwards. And also too, get away from people that steal. They still broke. They still carry on. They still want to get started, but haven't got started. They still. Just get away from people that steal. Ain't even started their business. I ain't even started, getting their kids in college. Like, still, you're still. So I just say, get started today, not tomorrow, not next year, but today.
Wait, y'all know, this still got me. India. India.
Oh, how do I follow that with people that be stealing? My goodness, y'all. People do be stealing, and I'm gonna have to put that on the t-shirt for you. But no, y'all, if you are hesitant, if you're waiting, if you want a sign, here's your sign. There's no other sign that you need. Y'all, timing and position is everything. Y'all, our company has not been intact 10 years yet. We're reaching 9.5. We have 135,000 plus agents. Y'all, do y'all know how many people are in the world? So just imagine if you got started today, where would your business be at in 10 years when we're having the 20-year anniversary? Y'all, timing and position is everything because y'all, you have to think about the future. Right now is right now, but you got to also think about what's going to happen 10 years from now. Am I going to be financially free? Am I going to have that freedom? Am I going to be able to pay a bill with what's going on in the world? Y'all, get started. It's you have your guarantees, 30 days money back. Even if you say 30 days is not enough, y'all, our host agency will write you a difference from what you haven't made. So if you come in, you don't make no money, they'll give you your money back. You just have to work it. Y'all, there's no losing. This is a win-win situation. Anybody has been in entrepreneurship, it takes an entrepreneur 5 years to make even. You can make even within a day if you go book. Y'all can make even within less than a month. Y'all, I made even in a day. I said, well, listen, let me go book this trip. Y'all, I had a $500 commission check and I only paid $200 to get started. Come on now. What are you waiting on, y'all? What y'all waiting on?
And you know what, India? Let's talk about that. The investment. And anyone else can chime in as well that's on the panel. It's a $200 investment that yields you that you have the opportunity of bringing in 8 additional streams of income. It's a no-brainer. And y'all Gen Zers, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all will blow $200 in 30 seconds. But did you get a return on your investment? The overhead is $59.90. After the first 30 days, that's when your overhead kicks in. But if you work this business like these Gen Zers are saying, guess what? You're gonna get a return on your investment. You're gonna make the money. So guess what? You're putting that money that you've made in this business and reinvesting it back in. So guess what? That 59.90 does not come out of your plan A. It's coming out of your business. And that 59.90, right, that you got back, you're going to keep letting it grow and grow and grow. These Gen Zers dropped some amazing gems this evening. They talked about the guarantees. We discussed the price point, right? But understand this. It's not $1 million decision. And we're not just talking to the Gen Zs on this line, because I do see some baby boomers on here too. Some millies, right? The millies, and then we have the Gen X, right? So this is not $1 million decision. This opportunity allows you to bring in 8 additional streams of income. Corporate America. I had that six-figure job. But guess what? I was time broke, right? I started working this business on a part-time basis. And then when corporate let me go, guess what? I got my 6 figures back, but this time is doing something one time. As these Gen Zers said, talking to people, being authentic, building a relationship, and showing them the blueprint. That's it. That's all. That's what we're doing. And you heard them all saying is leveraging, 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 leveraging. So anything else that you all want to drop? I wasn't able to look at the chat, but did you all see any questions in the chat that we may need to address?
Um, there was one, I think it said examples of social media. Just saying, hey, you can just put a major post and say, hey, I started this new business. I would like for you guys to take a look at it. Just drop it in a post. Put that in Chat GPT going figure it out, rig it up. Y'all, that's it. Just say what you want to say, put it in Chat GPT, let it figure it out. Just example, yeah. And then another question was, can y'all give some advice for the ones that just started? So
I'm,
you already paid your money, you just started.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, you just paid $200. $200, baby. I would go get me some shoes with it, some clothes with it. But I would say $200. You come into the opportunity, like they say, you give it 30 days and you feel, I say give it a year. At least give it a year, not 30 days, a year. And try it out. You come into this opportunity and you don't do no work, you're not gonna get paid. That's simple. You're just not gonna get paid. But if you put in the work, you will receive the results. The results is out there. You just gotta go get it. Some will, some won't. So wait, who's next? You gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. Somebody out there will go get it, y'all. For example, I went to my two business partners that I brought into the opportunity. I've met them at Walmart. Just picking their interest in the aisle, y'all. Just I met them in Walmart. The lady signed up with me within the next week. She had already saw a 10-minute video, and she was already ready off the 10-minute video to sign up. But then I brought her into the room. When I brought her into the room, she signed up immediately. So I just say you come to the opportunity and you feel that this gonna be it's for you. It's for you. We're gonna speak that. It's for you. So I'm just saying you come to the opportunity, you don't do no work, just don't expect no funds to come.
Yes.
I would
I would,
love to piggyback off of that.
Okay.
I'll say, and I want y'all to live vicariously through me. Do not pull a Karina, because when I started because of my mom. Oh yeah, I'm doing this because of my mom, but I sat. Do not come in and sit. Come in and go full throttle, all gas, no brake, because you come in, you get yourself in the room, as Deonte said, learn the information. And of course, you don't have to do it all at once. And again, you don't have to do it all on your own, but come in and actually do what it is that you have to do so that you can get where it is you have to get. Because you come in, you do it, you're gonna get what you want out of it.
Love it. Taja, I think I saw you coming on. Come on.
Yes, for those new people, what I would say is you have trainings that you have access to, and you also have your sponsor. Let's say if you don't have a helpful sponsor for some reason, tap into that next level of leadership. You have thousands. We just told you guys we have 135,000 agents, and everybody wants to see you succeed. I'm like Karina. My mom brought me into this business. I sat for a little while, but it was going into my back office, plugging into those trainings, or getting myself in front of the room that really opened up my eyes to say, I can do this. I can take advantage of this opportunity and help some other people do that as well.
And I want to ask all of y'all this question too, because something just sparked my interest. Busy, busy, busy. Y'all Gen Zers are busy, busy, busy. Y'all have full-time jobs. India's in getting her master's. She's a mom. She has multiple other things that are going on. Busy, 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 right? But you all are actually working this business. What does that look like? Either one of y'all could take this. And what does that look like? But what would you say to that person like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time. Oh, I'm too busy. Da 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 da. I know what I would say, but I want it to come from the Gen Zers.
I would like to touch on that. Our director Latoria Mayberry McComb, she often tells the story how Mr. Orlando Moore was piquing her interest and showing her the opportunity, and said she said that she was busy, and he asked her to look at her bank account and did she have enough to go through the whole year, and she said no. It was a hard no. Of course it opened up her brain, but I mean open up her eyes. Sorry, but she was busy being broke.
Mhm.
A lot of times we say we're busy, but we're just busy doing busy work, and we're not busy to bring something that bring income or bring something that's sustainable to us.
I love it.
To
Anyone else?
piggyback
Huh?
to piggyback off of her, I just feel that like they said, I came to business because my mama too. Look, I was following my mama's lead, and when I came in, I didn't touch nothing. I didn't touch nothing. They say just go touch everything, touch everything. I didn't do that. I was expecting my mom to come through for me, but I'm gonna say the busy part. I was busy being broke because I was just a little lazy. I didn't want to do nothing. I was just a little lazy, but I saw it, but I didn't see it, and it was just like just I was busy being broke. But when I realized I wasn't getting no income coming in, I just looked over my life. What I hear a lot from us is, I'm going to work. I got two jobs. I'm going to school. So I had to put my shoe. I had to wear the shoes. I was going to school and I had a job, and it was a way to come back with it. Just like, okay, I'm working my business. What I love about this opportunity, I get to work my business. 15 minutes on my break, 30 minutes on my break. I don't have to work it every day. Even if I'm just calling someone, hey, can you check this 10-minute video out? Can you jump on this call? And also, what I love about it is, if I can't make the call, I could leverage other people. Hey, mom. She's my director. Hey, director Tasha Cochran. How you doing? Look, I got somebody jump on the call. I'm at work right now, so I can't jump on right now. Can you take over? She got me, so I'm leveraging someone. That's what I love about it. So it's no excuse.
No excuses. No excuses. No excuses.
Can I answer that too really quickly, please?
Absolutely. Come on.
This right here, your planner. Have a planner, because it's easy to have the stuff that you want to do in your head and then you forget about it. And then, like she said, what are you busy being broke? What are you busy doing? Think about those things that you do that take up unnecessary time, i.e., scrolling on social media, i.e., watching Netflix, i.e., sitting around doing nothing. So, those are hours of our day that we're letting go to waste. We can replace that time. Not to say don't ever take time out for yourself, because you can, but think about, really, it's easy to get caught up on Facebook, looking at them Facebook stories and get up there for like 3 hours. And speaking from, so I'm preaching myself, y'all, but let's be honest. So it's get you a planner so you can map out what it is that you're doing throughout your day. Because when you start cutting out some of that unnecessary stuff, and I'll say some of it, you don't have to cut out all of it, but cut out some of that unnecessary stuff that you do every day, and replace that with time pockets for your business, whether it's 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, and do that every day.
Powerful. Y'all are so powerful and inspiring me. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Miss India.
I want to speak to that busy parent because busy parent, kid, this. Y'all, don't let your why be your why not. Don't let that. I have a 2-year-old, so we all know where we at. Terrible twos, but I let him be terrible. I leave him in the house with my mama, and I come to my office and I work. Y'all don't say that your kids you can't do that because you got to put the kids to bed. Kids gonna put themselves to bed. Let them run around till they tired so you can work a little more. But don't let your why be your why not. Don't let your children be the reason that you can't work it because at the end of the day got to end, and you got to work this business for them, not you. This is bigger than us. Y'all, this is generational wealth. I'm getting ready. I'm preparing for my children's children's children. Don't let your why be your why not.
So I do want to say I saw in the comments where it said somebody asked me what was the approach, and I guess I could do it because y'all gotta get back to work. But one of the approaches y'all I initially got up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna talk to some people. I'm gonna go to Walmart, and good thing, had I not went to Walmart, the girl, she said she was going to get her tire changed. And she said she was lagging and just saying she was like, I'm just gonna go. So we just end up meeting. So when I got to Walmart, I saw her in the aisle. I just saw this pretty lady in the aisle with the short haircut. I was like, okay. I said, I'm gonna go talk to her. So I'm walking in the aisle. You gotta make sure you put something in the basket because you don't want to make it look a little off. So I was walking down the aisle and I was just like, hello. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. She was like, huh? I said, do you know what I like to find your attention on? she was like, she was like, huh? I said, do you know what I like to find your attention on? And she was like, you got my attention now. I said, okay. I said, so I just want to let you know, like, are you open to extra income? And she was like, of course. I said, okay. I said, what do you do now? And she was like, I of course work. I'm a manager. And she said she going to school. I said, okay, cool. I said, so I'm gonna send you like a 10-minute video. Let me get your name, your number. I don't get emails because I don't like emails. I like the number. So I got the name, the email. She put, and I had my business card, the black card. So order you some. And I gave her my black card. She gave me her number. Then I gave her my business card as well. That night she watched it, and then I called her after the 10-minute call just to check and see if she liked it. She was open to it. The crazy part is I did my own. I did. They say don't do PS me, do PS3. That's right. But she was already closed by the PS. She was already closed. Like so, I automatically signed up. But that's how I talk to her. That's how I do all my people in Walmart.
Deonte is in Walmart. Love it. So I do see one question. Miss Sonia Foster said, "Can I start with my daughter, or would I have to pay another $200?" I'm not exactly sure what your. I'm not understanding your question fully, Miss Sonia. But if your daughter is in, if can I start with my daughter? So if your daughter is in the business, then what you would do is you would pay your money to start your business and partner with your daughter. So that's how that would work. And if you have any additional questions regarding that, then please get back with the person that invited you, and they will definitely help you through that process. And we're just going to go ahead and say, welcome to the best place on the planet. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Ant says, okay, I think India answered that one about the Cash App. No, it's no Cash App. You have to have your, debit card or credit card. Any other questions in the chat?
I seen one that was just put in there, says, what do I have to do about marketing? Because I don't know anything about marketing. Um, I'll just say, and it kind of goes back to how we said, be yourself and have that normal conversation because it's not, don't get stuck on the term marketing and feel as if you have to go be like, hi, everybody, I have this planet marketing business or I have this network marketing business. Don't feel as if you have to market it, if that makes sense, but just have that normal conversation. Like, for example, you're talking with your friend, she just went out of town or something like that. Hey, girl, I seen you went out of town. Oh, where you was at? Oh, I was at the Bahamas. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was at the Bahamas 2 months ago for my I had a birthday party celebration or something like that. And actually, I booked that for us myself. Start bringing in your business that way. So just kind of make it natural. Don't feel as if you have to push it or force it. Um, social media. I don't know if you use social media or not, but get active on social media. If you do go out, even if you're just in your city, you don't have to go out of the country or out of town. Just start recording stuff that you're doing. Record yourself going to restaurants, record yourself out walking along the beach and stuff like that, and just start posting that stuff on social media, advertising it, advertise in-person meetings that we have, invite. Yeah, hope that
I
answered.
love it. I love it. I see a question from Rasul. He says, "What type of work do you have to put in, and are we getting people to sign up for something or not?" Okay, so Rasul, this business is we're actually helping individuals. The product is travel. So what happens is that you're sharing the opportunity with other individuals. You have two businesses in one. You have Planet Marketing, where you heard the Gen Zs on the line. They're actually helping other individuals open up their home-based business. So imagine at McDonald's having multiple franchises across around the world, right? We're in over 20 plus countries. The product is travel. So what you're doing, as Karina was just saying, you're booking travel. You're showing your friends and your family, your coworkers, how they can book travel for themselves and earn that commission. But if you have any additional questions, then please get back to the person that invited you, because I think that your wheels are turning and you will become a business partner. And I don't think I see any additional questions. You all go ahead and put some flames in the chat for this amazing Gen Zer panel today. Thank you so much, Taj, for coming on board. Deonte, thank you. Karina and India, thank you all so much. And you all having a fabulous day. Guess what? This same Zoom until 8 o'clock tonight. Every hour on the hour is going to be some powerful leaders, powerful information. So if you need a little bit more, then come on back and see us. And I think for the millennials on the line, couples on the line, we have those in place that there's other conversations about this amazing opportunity. You all have an amazing day. And thank you so much for all of my co-hosts. And take care. See y'all at the bank and at the beaches. Mwah! Take care. Thank you for joining.